Hello! Welcome to another one of the big man's videos. How are we all doing? Hope everybody's good, hope everybody's happy, and I hope everybody's going to enjoy this video that I'm here to do today. Now, if you see my last one, when I was sitting in the park, I did say in that video that I was going to come on and do 9 videos for promotion about how to achieve the perfect health. Now, I'm obviously not going to do 9 videos all at once because it's a little bit too much work and it's too much information to about for people all at once. And I'm expecting people are going to sit there and watch this video, probably re-watch it again to get some information, get some facts, get some perspective of what's happening in the world. And because of that, I will probably try and do 2, maybe 3 a week. Now, this will take a couple of weeks to get it all sorted, all these 9 videos, but after it, if you take all the information I'm going to give you, open your eyes a little bit, open up the idea of you've been lied to a lot, then maybe you're going to change your health. Maybe you're going to wake up and say, right, that's it, I'm going to try that. You're going to notice the benefits, you're going to notice improvement, and you're going to feel unbelievably amazing. Now, take it from me, a guy that's abused his body for many, many years. It wasn't until I went ill that I decided that something needs to change, something needs to be done, or I'm not going to be alive long enough to see anything else. Take it from me that I do know what I'm talking about now. I've done a lot of research, a lot of work, and okay, I may not be a fine specimen of a man that I should be for being a nutritionist or supplementologist, but I'm getting there. I feel good, I feel amazing, I'm looking better than what I've ever done in the rest of my life, and I like to share this information with everybody, and this is what I do now. So, we're going to kick off video number 1 about how to achieve the perfect health. Video number 1 will be entitled Don't Eat Toxins. Now, this might seem simple. Of course, why would they eat toxins? Toxins are harmful, mate. That's why they're called toxins, because it's toxic. Unfortunately, that ain't the case, because most of us don't know exactly what is toxic for our bodies. So I'm going to take you right back from the beginning. Now, human beings have been on this planet for around about 2.5 million years. We evolved from 2.5 million years to this fine specimen of a man you see in front of you today, and the person you see in the mirror, and the beautiful people you see walking in the street. We've evolved for over 2.5 million years to the people who we are now. Now, for 85,000 generations, that's 85,000 generations of people, we were free from modern day illnesses. We were free from modern day diseases, from modern day afflictions. So what happened? How is it now, over the last 100 years or so, 200 years maybe, that we've started to develop cancers, we've started to develop autism, we've started to develop Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease? The list is endless. What has happened? Simple answer. It's modern day society. Modern day society has filled our head and our bellies full of toxins. Whether they're being lying to us about stuff, or whether they're just been feeding us with stuff that's bad for us. Now, this stuff that's bad for us, you probably have no idea what it is, because I couldn't believe it when I heard it. It's grains, it's wheat, it's sugars, it's refined processed foods, it's soya, whether it be soya milk, soya protein, soya lecithin, processed soya, refined soya. It's all been bad for us. Even meats. Now, toxins are only toxic in higher doses. I mean, if you're having a slice of bread today, or a roll, or something like that, the chances are it's not going to do much damage to you. Your body will sort that out. But if you're having it constantly, all day, and you're having it again tomorrow, and again the next day, and again the next day, for years and years and years, this is where massive issues come in. 99.8% of people who live like that will develop some major disease or illness. Now that's quite a scary thought, that if you've been eating this kind of food for a certain amount of time, living this kind of way for a certain amount of time, the chances of you developing a major life-threatening disease or illness is 99.8%. So basically, you're almost guaranteed to develop something. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. You just mentioned rye, wheat. Sugars I probably knew about. Soya. How are these dangerous? How are these toxic? I will get to that. Now, if you want to look at our closest relative, the chimpanzee. Now, the chimpanzee does eat grass, it does eat corn, it does eat stuff like that. But it eats it in small amount because, like us, their bodies are not designed for this kind of food. They can live on it, but they only eat it in small amounts because they know it is toxic for them. Simple as that. Now, if you mention like corn, rye, things like that, you'll mention the word whole grain. Now, if I say to you, oh, whole grain, what does that mean to you? Most people are going to say, healthy. Yeah, whole grain bread's healthier than normal bread. Whole grain this is a lot better than that. That's what that's what I would picture with that word. But I'm afraid we've been lied to. It's not good for you. It's definitely not good for you. It's full of toxins. Now I'm going to explain why it is full of toxins. Please be with me because I do have notes in front of me and I am trying to read at the same time as well as talk. So just stay with me. Be patient. Okay, thanks. So, because plants are always competing against predators. Now, when it comes to predators, we are a predator towards plants. They've had to, well, unlike animals that can run away, plants can't run. So they've had to change the metabolism of the plant. Now, we all agree that plants and trees and all that stuff are living things because, well, they are. So, because we are a predator to these plants, they've had to change the mechanisms. And one of the things they have done to change the mechanisms is to add toxin into the grains. Now I know what you're thinking, you're looking at me like, what is he talking about? I'm going to prove this fact to you. Now, one of the main toxins, well, one of the most famous toxins I should say, that are in a plant food is probably gluten. Now we've all heard of gluten, haven't we? What we probably don't know about gluten is how bad it is. It can make our intestines leaky. Now, due to leaky intestines or a leaky gut, this is where obesity comes in. This is where diabetes comes in. This is where autoimmune disease comes in. All leading to other massive issues in the future. So, if a plant can do this, you think about what is in their body. How much exactly are you eating every day of wheat, rye, flour, refined, sugars, things like that? How much is going in your system? Now, with everything that you're buying from the shops, let's just say, okay, I'm not eating bread today. I'm eating this and I'm eating that. There's a 100% chance that what you're buying and what you're eating from packet food or seal foods or something like that does contain some form of soya, some form of wheat, some form of refined flour, unsaturated sugars, things like that. Now this is where the alarm bells start coming in, because you have a day off the wheat, day off the bread, day off the rolls, something like that. You move to something else which contains exactly the same amount as what you just had from the wheat. Every single day you're eating more and more, toxic levels rise in your body. Before you know it, you're ill. And this is why I've come on to do these videos, to try and share this. Now, I did mention, before I can carry on, I can talk for hours and hours and hours about the effects of gluten and celiac disease. But unless you're suffering from it, or unless you know somebody that's suffering from it, you're probably not going to be interested. But if you do know somebody or you'd like to know more information, then please message me. I'll be more than happy to share some information with you, more than happy to tell you exactly what foods to avoid, because My mum has celiac disease. She is away from the gluten completely. Everything she buys is completely gluten free. Unfortunately, she was told it was only wheat. There's a lot more food out there that contains gluten than what she ever realised. Now, I've not long found this out, so I have told her, and she is really shocked and really, because some of the food that she's been eating, she was told was safe, when in fact it's not, and she can understand now why she is still in pain, why she's still having problems. So if there's anybody out there, or you know somebody who's out there, then please, I've been more than happy to talk to you, more than happy to give you information, tell you what to avoid, and tell you what you should eat more to help with this. So anyway, I'm going to move away from that. Says what I have to say about that celiac disease. Now, so I mentioned at the beginning, well, not at the beginning, but about the food situation. Soya. Now, when it comes to soya, I've been told that soya is good for you. I've been told that soya milk's a lot better than normal milk. Soya bean is a lot of good food. Tofu and all of that is massive favourite for the vegans and the vegetarians and stuff like that. So how could soya be actually bad for you? Now, this was quite a big shock. For instance, say you ate fresh fruit all day and you had some soya milk. Because when you mention to people about soya, they are automatically in, nope, you're wrong. Soya is good for you. I will not hear a bad word against soya. And in some cases this is true. Well, in most cases it's true. If you have a good diet and you have a glass of soya milk, then okay, that's fine. You probably won't have any health issues. But do you know exactly how much soya you're eating? Do you know how much exactly soya protein is in food? How much soya fats, soybean lecithin is in food? It's unbelievable. I mean, one glass of milk, soya milk, probably is equivalent to a couple meals you've just had today. So if you're having a glass of soya milk, plus you're eating so much of this soya stuff, which is in food as well, it's going to do irreparable damage to you. Now, I know you're still thinking, no, you're wrong. So, I have a list here of why soya is bad for you. Now, I'm not saying that going out there and being a hippie and only eating tofu is the one that's going to be ill later on in life, because no, because unfortunately soya is everywhere. Now, with the information I've got, it's going to read, I've not written everything, but I'm going to read what I've got for you and how bad exactly soya is. So, soya contains inhibitors. Now, they inhibit protein digestion and affect pancreas function. And this is just from soya. It's not. Now, I'll wait till I get to the end, then I'll do that second argument I was about to do, but I'll wait till I get to the end of this, and I'll do it. So, hold on. Soya contains phytic acid, which reduces absorption of minerals like calcium, zinc, and magnesium. So, if you're eating soya and you're thinking that you're going to be taking enough supplements or whatever it is to increase your mineral intake, I'm afraid it's not going to work, because the soya has just destroyed your body from taking or absorbing any of these vitamins that you want to try and take. Soya increases our requirement for vitamin D. Now, this is why most of the world's population has a vitamin D deficiency. Now, when I say most of the world population, I'm talking over 50%. That's over 4 billion people who have a vitamin D deficiency. Now, it's quite alarming because we all know that a vitamin D or vitamin anything deficiency is really bad for us and can really destroy our insides. Soya disrupts endocrine function and has potential cause for infertility and promotes cancer in women. So basically, that soya milk that you're drinking, the soya food that you're eating, could potentially cause a woman infertility and cancer. Soya can stimulate the growth of tumours and problems with the thyroid. In 2018, a study found that men consuming 1 cup, just 1 cup, of soya milk every day for a year had a 50% lower sperm count than men that didn't have any soya. Now, these are just a few of the problems from soya. Now, the argument that I was just talking about a minute ago, people will argue with me when I mention this, right? To people, they argue, wait a minute, you're wrong, because the Asians, the Japanese, the Chinese, and all that stuff have been eating soya for hundreds of thousands of years, and they're all very, very healthy people. That's correct. But they were eating fermented soya that had all the toxins taken out. They're not eating processed soya. They're not eating soya bean curd. They're not eating soya milk. This stuff has not been fermented. It's not been processed. It's been completely raw, done. Added chemicals to it. Everything else. It's going to stabilise your food. It's going to make it be longer shelf life. Make it more delicious looking. This is what the big issue is. I mean, through investigation and everything else, people realise that, oh wait a minute, these people have been eating soya for thousands of years, and the people of Okinawa are the oldest people on the planet. They've got the healthiest lifestyle, they've got the best brain function and everything else. It must be due to the soya, right? What we'll do is we'll take the soya, we'll slice it up, we'll add things to it, we'll make it more fine, we'll see what it does, and then we'll stick it on shelves for people to come and buy. And this is what's happened. So over the last couple hundred of years, we've more and more researched this, more and more found ways of making it last longer, how to make things grow longer, how to make things genetically modified, stick it on shelves, and let us poor people just come along and eat it, while the other people are getting wealthy, and able to afford the foods that we should actually be eating. It's a very, very scary thought. Now, what we should actually be eating is the fresh stuff, the good stuff. Now, I'm not going to say, right, everybody, stop eating wheat, stop eating rye, stop eating flour, stop eating sugar, stop eating soybean, stop eating everything. Because it's not about stopping eating. It's about cutting down the toxins in your body. Let's just say you want to have a sandwich. Have a sandwich. Nobody can stop you having a sandwich. You eat it. Have a sandwich. Just tomorrow, don't eat a sandwich. Next day, don't eat a sandwich. You want to have something for dinner? Fine, have some for dinner. Have some meat today. Have some fish tomorrow. Have some pasta next game day. Have some rice next game day. Switch it up a little bit. Have some soups. Mix it about. Don't constantly eat the same thing over and over again. Don't fill yourself full of this. Start to read more in the labels. Start to cut out the toxins in your body. Slowly but surely, your health will improve. And this is a big, big start for it. So if you understand, I'm not here to tell you what not to do. I'm here to try and wake you up, open your eyes, and hopefully you'll start to learn a little bit better about what you should be eating, rather than keep eating the same stuff over again. Because when you look at the diseases of modern day society, you know, the cancers, the Alzheimer's, the Parkinson's, these are horrible, horrible diseases. These are killing us. And it's not just that that's killing us, it's the treatment of it. I mean, the day I wake up, God forbid, touch wood, that I'm diagnosed with any of these, will be a very, very sad day. I mean, I don't want to be waking up and not recognising my son, not recognising my wife, waking up and having to go for treatment, chemo, something like that, because I didn't listen to myself when I was younger. Or people out there who are watching this video thought, you know what, maybe that guy was right. Maybe I should have listened to him. Instead he just said, what do you know about it? You know nothing. All I'm saying is just give yourself an option. Have a little look. Look at yourself, look at your health. Think about the future. I'm not saying don't do any of this stuff. Cut everything out. Just calm it down. mix it up. And that's about it. Now, hopefully you'll understand that all our food that we're eating at the minute is not as good for you as what you think. All these words like whole grain, healthy, good for you, it's not so much as true as what we think or what we were told. So I really hope that you start to pay attention. Maybe a little bit of a wake up call. Start to say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to change my diet a little bit. I'm going to start eating more of this, eating less of that. I'm going to see what happens. And also, I'm going to watch the rest of his 9 videos, see what else he's got to say. No, rest of his 8 videos, sorry. This is number 1. So, this is what I'm done for the day. I mean, like I said, I didn't want to come on here and just talk. I could have made this video going for a couple of hours, but I don't like to do that. I know people have got more time to do. They've got better things in life than sitting there watching and listening to somebody. So this is what I try and get on. Get facts in. Get information out as quick as possible. Let people make up their own mind. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll be there again for the next one. And if you're interested or you want to know more about celiac disease or the other chemicals and toxins that are in wheat and flour and rye and all that stuff, or even just want to know more about the gluten, please, I'm more than happy to share this information with you. And of course, I love doing what I'm doing, and this is the reason why I'm here. So, it's been a little bit longer than what I thought was going to be on here. I've cut out a lot of the information I was going to say as well, because I noticed the time was getting on and on. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I will be back again in a couple of days to do video number 2. And that's about it. Simple as that. So anyway, take care. Before I go, if any of this information you don't believe, or any of this information you're thinking to me, he's making it up, he's lying, there's no way. I was told by the government, I was told by this person, I was told by them that this stuff is good for me. I can send you research done by universities, I can send you medical examinations reports, I can send you all of this kind of stuff if you need to prove what I'm just saying. That I'm not here just to lie to you, I'm not here just to talk shite, I'm here just to give information I've learned, information I've researched, make sure it's all facts, make sure it's all true, all from doctors, all from scientists. It's all good stuff that I am just coming on here to share with everybody else. And if you need, I'm more happy to send you links, send you paperwork, send you whatever it is you need, just to prove this fact of what I'm saying. Okay, so for me, it's bye for now. I will be back again with video number 2, and hopefully I will see a lot of you more. I might even do a live, or I might do it from outside, depending on the weather and quietness, of course. So anyway, for me, take care, enjoy, have a fantastic day, enjoy whatever it is you've got planned for the day, and think about what you're going to have for dinner tonight, or for breakfast tomorrow. Have a little thought and think, you know what, I'm going to change it up a little bit, or I'm going to have a look at that packet, see what the ingredients is in it, and if there's anything that he's mentioned, I'm not going to eat it, it's getting put back on the shelf. Have a little think about that. So for me, take care, enjoy, I'll hopefully see you very, very soon, and enjoy. Bye for now.